3 reasons you are not winning in sparring yet. Now, let's get started. 3 reasons you are not winning in sparring yet. Number 1, your guarding stance. Let's check it out. So I have Miss Skyla here with me that's gonna help me out today. First one, as I said, is the guarding stance. So when you see beginners starting sparring, you're gonna see them more facing forward. So you're gonna be something more like this than turned all the way sideways. So whenever you face forward in Taekwondo sparring a lot, you're opening up all the angles. And from this position, it's also harder to launch your kicks, just because this position forces you more to be flat-footed. So the guarding stance is a fundamental part of Taekwondo sparring. And whenever you start, you have to make sure you have it down, okay? So at least the positioning should be right all the time, not the way you move. The way you move and the footwork is going to take you a little longer to figure out, but the way you sit in guarding stance should always, or most of the times at least, should be all the way sideways, because this way you are closing the angles and you only open one side. By turning forward, you open all 3 sides. So when it comes to kicks, kicks can come on all sides and both levels as well. This position doesn't give you a good base. So for example, I see beginners that get cut kicked or push kicked. So let's say if she does a simple push kick right now, she gets you right in the stomach and most likely you are going to go down, which happens very often with beginners. Cut kick could be even worse, because normally it's an even stronger kick. So if she comes forward with a cut kick and you go, you are just going to go down again. A guarding stance, for example, just for you to understand, would offer you a great base. So whenever she pushes me, I can lean, right? But this leg is supporting me. I have something in the, like, behind my body. Here, I have almost nothing behind my body, and that's why I would go down on any type of push kicks or cut kicks. So the guarding stance, it's a fundamental part in Taekwondo sparring, and you have to make sure you have the right position there. The second reason you are not winning, it's focusing on power way too much. I'm not saying your kick should not have power and should only be touches. I do not agree with that either. I believe you should have a decent amount of power, but I don't think you should focus on power in Taekwondo sparring. Taekwondo, it's about scoring. So you got to focus on precision, on landing the kicks on the open spots, not how much power you have. So whenever beginners start, they might think, oh, I'm going to kick as hard as I can so I can just, I don't know, finish them maybe. But it doesn't work that way, because whenever you are focused on too much power, you are loading your kicks. And this is almost, it's pretty much available for any combat sports, even boxing. If you punch, you don't want to load your techniques, because then you telegraph it, right? So if I'm here and I start loading my back leg, I'm just going to look something like this. And whenever I launch it to you, it's going to be way slower than a snap, because I'm focused on power. So I load it and just looks slow. So they can make you miss very fast when you just focus on power. When it comes to starting your Taekwondo journey, in the sparring game, focus on precision and actually landing your kicks, not kicking me there too much because you get tired, and not loading the power, because 1, you're going to be slow, 2, they're going to make you miss pretty fast, 3, you're going to telegraph what you're doing through that. The third reason we have that you are not winning in sparring is because you're not using your arms. Your arms can be used every time you are in range. And now the opposite of this is using your arms too much, right? So both of these, I would put them in the same park. So if you are here in guarding stance, whenever you exchange kicks, you are going to land close at some point. And instead of people using arms, they try to, I don't know, slide without arms or even push with no arms, okay? Whenever you land here, use your arms. I know Taekwondo is focused on kicking a lot, but no one says you should have weak arms or your arms don't matter. They matter a lot. So whenever you land close, you use your arms, create the space, and you can kick. The second most important part where you have to use your arms is head level kicks. And this is a very often used technique in the Olympic sparring. You land close, arms on, for a crescent kick. Why do you think you need to put the arms on there? Well, first is for more balance. You use your opponent as support, and then you throw your crescent kicks from there. This is it for today. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you have any video requests, don't forget to leave us a comment. We'll see you in the next episode. W1.